and welcome to another vlog. I'm very excited to walk you through the next few days of what I'm working on. I also like to vlog whenever I have a lot to do because it holds me accountable. It also adds something extra to my to-do list, but it does hold me accountable. So you will notice I have new books hung in the background. For a long time, it was just those top 3, but I have this thing where I have to take pictures of my books in other countries in front of like notable buildings. So I didn't travel for a little bit, but the last couple of months, you may have seen on my channel that I've been out and exploring and having a great time. So I have now hung to my 2 new books with the photos on the wall. My dream, honestly, is to have so many books that like it's the whole wall just covered with them. So we'll see if that happens. But today I am working on a few different projects. The first thing I did already, it's 9:30 a.m. is record audits for 2 different clients reviewing their social media. And I film videos anywhere from like 20 to 30 minutes each and send them their feedback. So I already got that done. So that is checked off the list. I am using this daily self-management sheet. It's from Evelyn Weiss, and she's like an online educator. Yeah, teaches people about like online business. And I've been following her for a while, and I ordered her planner, her business planner, and then this like self-management sheet. It kind of, you like list your tasks out. So I've broken them into categories, and then how much time you think it's going to take you versus how much real time. And then do you want to do it today? Are you going to delegate it? Are you going to plan for it later on in the week or the month, or is it something that can be fully deleted from your to-do list? I have not gotten something yet that has needed to be deleted from my to-do list, but all hopefully manageable things. So we're going to walk through some of these things today, but what I'm most excited for is that I am setting up a shop on my website, on my author website, to sell signed books for the holidays. We'll see if it's something that I leave up permanently, but I'm very excited to finally offer direct sales. So let's talk about this real quick. So if you are new here or you've been following me for a while, you might know my philosophy of done is better than perfect. And sometimes we need to just start with the minimum thing before we get more advanced. And so with that, I've been an author for almost 10 years, and I've never set up a shop on my website and sold directly through it. I've worked with many people who have and setting up their direct shops and everything, but it's not something that I've personally done. And whenever I've taken orders for signed books, which I've done the last, I think 5 or so years for the holidays, is I take orders directly. So I'm sending them like a PayPal invoice. You know, they pay ahead of time, they pay the invoice, I get their address, I ship them the book, and that's that. And that has worked very well for me. And honestly, it hasn't been too much to handle. However, this year I do want to try the direct shop thing. So I'm using what I already have, which is Squarespace. That's where my website is set up. I will show you laid over this as I talk about it. And I'm just using Squarespace Shop because I'm already paying for the plan that comes with the e-commerce store. Are there better options? Yes. I know Shopify is very popular, and I've helped other people set it up before. But for me, again, it is like the bare minimum. Squarespace has what I need. I'm not doing anything advanced right now. And I'm just setting my books up available for sale. So my goal for today is getting that done and launching it tomorrow, essentially, with my email list and letting them know that there are signed copies now available. So that is what I'm working on today. I also have a talk later on at the library to a group of, it's like a local pen writers association, but it's a lot of artists and just different types of creatives. So I'm going to be talking to them today about social media, content strategy, selling your work, all of that. So I'm very excited for that. So I'll just bring you along with me as I work on all of this stuff. So let's get to it. I'm looking in my photo gallery for a certain book, and firstly, it automatically puts my books together, which is really nice, any photos of books. But you can also search. And so I searched for the particular book I was looking for, and it pulls up all the photos that I have of this book, which comes in handy as I'm looking for photos to use as my cover image for this particular book. All right, it's 11:15 and I got locked in for a little bit here. I've been measuring, doing the weights of packages and everything to get the shipping costs set to go. very much going to be trial and error in terms of like once I start getting orders, we'll see if I'm completely off with my shipping calculations and everything, but it's almost ready. I'll show you around in a second once I'm done. So essentially I am going on to all of my different pages on my website and making sure that those are updated, that there's now signed copies available. So I am just kind of going through that one. Did I update this one yet? No. So I'm just adding the links so that the signed copies are available. So that's good. Save, exit. I think I have one more to do. And then the last thing that I will need to do, one sec, is update my links page. So rather than using a link tree, I make my own through my website, and I want to make sure that there is a button for my signed book. So let's update that. Done. So now this first button is the link to my shop. All right, so let me show you the shop because I've now put it up in the header of the website. Shelby's signed bookshop, and we have our lovely 5 different products. So 4 books. One is a bundle with everything together, and that's kind of what it looks like. You can add it to your cart, and then you can personalize the signed copy as well if the customer wants it personalized to a certain name, and then it's added to cart, and then they can go check out. I had already added one. That's what that looks like. And yeah, I'm excited about it. I can't say that I know where the day has gone, but it is 2:30 and I am swapping my big monitor for my laptop to get some writing in before the end of the day. I did break for lunch and then I watched some of my friend Latasha's webinar on content creation and business, and also finalized the shop so it's ready to go and it's set for launch tomorrow, which is very exciting. And then I'm also in the middle of 4 different custom marketing projects for 4 different clients, and one is due Friday. So me and my assistant have been working on that and finalizing all the details for that and just going back and forth on the custom roadmap and the strategy, writing an email sequence for her, reviewing and researching different post ideas and bookstagram/book talkers that she could collaborate with. So we have been putting all of these different elements together, but it is almost ready. So it'll be ready in time for Friday. I am close to 30,000 words of my novel and I'd love to hit it. So I'm going to try to set other work and business stuff aside and focus in on my creativity. And you can sit on this comfy chair beside me. 29,342 words. So I might be able to get to 30,000. I have about a half hour. Let's see. We'll give it a shot. Also, for context, my mother-in-law is a very talented painter and painted my husband when he was younger and then me as well when I had long hair a while ago. I love these and they're a perfect fit for our library too. All right, checking in. It's been 10 minutes. I'm at 29,700 words. So we got this, 300 more, still have 20 minutes. I like just the strategy of like setting a timer, giving yourself a condensed amount of time and just seeing how much you can accomplish in that time. It's something that I do for work a lot, but I don't typically do for writing. And what I've been doing is writing for 30 minutes, usually before I start work for the day. Today was an outlier, but I don't set like a specific word count within that 30 minutes. But this is going well and kind of forcing me to want to get to that milestone of 30,000 words. So recommend for sure if you can do both a time limit and a certain goal that's achievable and doable, but that will push you a little bit. I think it's so effective. So highly recommend. Always love a productivity tip. Not so that I can work myself to death, but so that I have time for other things, such as being able to take a break in the middle of the workday to work on my novel. All right, little check-in. It's 3:01 and 30,097 words done. Yay! Just got some new copies ordered for my online shop, or delivered, I should say. It was really strange. I ordered, so these ones are from Amazon because I self-published this particular journal through Amazon, and I ordered author copies last week. They were out for delivery, and then all of a sudden the order got canceled and refunded to me and said it couldn't be delivered. So I'm thinking they got damaged in delivery and they just couldn't even deliver them to me, because usually deliveries come just fine to where we live. So it was a little strange, but I reordered and they came much more quickly this time. So anyways, new copies to restock on these, because I've gone through copies of these that people have been buying, which is exciting, directly from me. So very fun. I have some campaigns planned for this particular journal because I launched it with no plan. Like, I did the opposite basically of what I teach all of you. And sometimes that's true and teachers don't follow their own rules. But I just wanted to get this book out as quickly as possible whenever I finished working on it. And I kind of missed the window of a lot of journal buying happens in December and January. So I want to lean into that this year for sure, because I kind of missed the window launching this in February of this past year. We've got an arugula, grape, and pecan salad and a brie and apple flatbread that is looking a little not great, to be honest. It's not really melting, so we'll see how that goes. All right, I'm ready to go for my presentation, and I thought I would show you what I pack in my bags whenever I'm going to business events, networking events, or speaking gigs like this. So I bring my little, it's not really a briefcase, it's from Tala, T-A-L-A. I bought it a while ago, so I don't know if they still sell it, but I bring this as my carry-on. It holds my laptop really well, so I do like this bag. It zips on top, and I will be putting inside, firstly, my business cards, just a stack to have in case anyone wants one. I'll just leave them out on like the table where I'm presenting. So I got those. I've got my USB with my presentation on it, with my adapter so that it goes into my little laptop that I'm bringing. I pack this away as well, and then I'm bringing my laptop, of course. I have emailed my presentation to myself so that I have multiple methods of accessing it just in case I need to, and then my charger as well. Got my charger. My husband is very good at wrapping plugs and cords up nicely. I do not, so I just kind of shove it in there. The laptop, and then depending on the situation, I will bring a notebook, snacks, water, my car keys, sunglasses, but it is a very foggy day, so that won't be happening today. And that's pretty much it. So that's my bag. Just wrote up my little newsletter about my signed bookshop, kept it really short and sweet and simple, and I always send a test email to myself to make sure that it works, but it looks like everything is good to go. So I am in MailerLite and I am going to send now. Yay! Does anyone else who works from home start off the day like staying in your PJs, getting straight to work, and then you get ready later in the day? Like, I start work at around 8 and it's 10:45 and I'm like just now getting dressed and like getting nice looking. I just like to like get right to work. I used to think that I was the type of person whose like brain was not on until later in the day, but I've actually found that if I just get to it, my brain wakes up quickly and I can just do it and get a lot of stuff done. And I really, really like looking at the clock and being like, oh my gosh, it's 10:45 and I already got a lot of things done. It just feels really good. So that's my preference. But anyways, last night was really fun. It was really nice to meet a fellow club member in person who's local, but we just haven't had the chance to meet yet. She was lovely. And yeah, I presented about my 3 pillars that I teach of content marketing. So what to post online. It was mostly social media focused, but it was a group of artists. And then Sandra, who's the club member, is an author. So it was a nice mix of people, and we talked about like promoting your art, and they had lots of great questions about social media. So it was very fun. I don't do a lot of in-person events. I do a lot of virtual events. So it was nice. It's a nice change of pace. And my husband crashed the party to get some photos and footage of me. So you're seeing it here as I talk. So this morning, what I worked on is filming the welcome video for my one client. I have 4 clients right now that I'm making custom marketing strategies for. And so 1 out of 4 is done. Filmed her welcome video or strategy walkthrough, going through all the different things we've put together for her. So that one feels good to get checked off the list. And then I also emailed out my readers, letting them know that the shop was open for sale of signed books. I'm going to post on Instagram too and let people know to check their emails so they find that. But it feels very nice to get that done. A few big projects this week. I don't know about anyone else, but if I have a very big project or just a lot of things going on, I feel very, very drained. So today I'm very much feeling low energy and kind of oh, I don't want to work anymore today. I'm going to just because things need to get done. But in my dream world, I would be just lying on the couch right now. But I am going to make sure that I take a break to get my word count in, which is a break in my mind, is going to write because I love writing so much. So going to work on my novel, have some lunch, and then get back to it this afternoon. Let's go feed Mr. Tort. Where are ya? Can we find him? There you are. This is Pancake. He is my Herman's tortoise. I think we've had him for 5 years, maybe 6 years. But this is his enclosure that my brother made for us. And this is the sign that he made as well. He is a spoiled guy, but it's officially too cold now in Ohio to take him out anymore. So in the summer, he goes out a lot as long as it's above 70 Fahrenheit. But we're officially into chilly fall weather. So just had lunch, did my chores, and I'm going to wrap up a couple work things and then let's do some novel writing. All right, I am back at my desk doing some admin. I'm paying my assistant, and then also I have some affiliates who promote my products for me to their email list or to their audience, and they get 40% commission, which is fun. It's a nice incentive for them. It helps me out in growing the business, so I have some payments due for those as well. So I'm going to send all of those right now as well. Whenever I receive nice messages, I feel like they come all together and it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. And I opened the inbox to a few really lovely notes this morning, but one of them was from a customer who ordered an audit from me, and they said how helpful it was, and then they said it's nice to find a real, actual, legit service in the midst of all of the AI stuff that we get. And it made me so sad, but it's so true, and I get it so much too, and it's been increasing, the AI emails. I got one the other day, and it was clearly AI, but I responded. I usually don't respond, but I responded because I just wanted to see what they were actually asking of me, because it felt so ridiculous that anyone would fall for this. But it was essentially them saying that they wanted to feature one of my books in their book club, which apparently was a massive book club, supposedly thousands of people, or some book festival or something. And it was 2 days from the day they sent the email, and they wanted to feature my book, and they were all going to read it and discuss it by 2 days from now. So I could tell that they had been using this template and didn't change out the date, or maybe they just didn't think that I would care about the date. So I responded and said, what are you looking for? Because of course the first email doesn't say what they're going to charge for all of this. And so I responded and I asked them, what do you need from me in order to feature my book at this book festival? And they sent back a list of things that they wanted: the book description, a summary, book discussion questions, all of these things, a photo of the book, tons of things that would take more than a day to put together, and also $200 to feature this book, which is not an astronomical amount, but for a scam, obviously that's a lot of money. So I stopped responding from there, but I just thought it was hilarious that they think that I'm going to believe that in less than 48 hours, thousands of people will have bought and read my entire book and are coming to this festival to discuss it, and that they just need the discussion questions and for me to pay them. Why would I need to pay them if this book has already been the book pick of the month? They're aware of it for the festival. They're coming to discuss it. Why would I need to pay? It's just silly stuff. So I kind of wanted to respond and be you really expect me to believe that in 2 days from now, the whole festival is happening? Never heard of it. Can't find anything about it online. I didn't look that hard because I didn't want to waste my time, but I don't know. It was just interesting. But I've been getting so many of those types of emails. So I'm sorry to everyone else who is experiencing this influx. It really is a pain in the butt, and it's kind of sad that we have to deal with that and kind of sift through what actually could be legitimate and what's not legitimate. So anywho, thanks for listening to me rant. I'm going to finish paying these affiliate payouts and finish some work, and then I'm stopping early for the day because my brain is fried.
It is officially fall out here. Homeowner chores.
Happy Friday. This is what my list is looking like for today. Those 3 done. I need to do my Marketing Monday newsletter and get that scheduled. And then also it's the end of a new month. So that means I need to finish up the content plan for the club. They get a social media plan and an email marketing plan each month, and write the newsletter for them as well, which brings me to this line here, which I'm excited to share with you. So I alluded to this in my recent video where I talked through different techniques for Black Friday and boosting your income and sales before the end of the year. So I'll link that video above if you want to listen to that, where I share different suggestions for creative businesses. But essentially what I'm doing this month is I'm calling it Marketing Mania. It is a different offer for November every single week, offers that I haven't done before. So I'm really excited for this, but the day that this vlog comes out, it starts tomorrow. So I send out emails each Marketing Monday, and that will be the very first offer tomorrow. So the best way to ensure that you don't miss any offers is by joining my email list. You can do that by heading to the link in my description, grabbing a freebie while you're on my website, and that will put you on my email list. And I am very excited about these different offers to help you make the most of the rest of this year and also 2026 as well. All right, Marketing Monday done. Tested all of the links. I speak at a decent amount of summits. They're one of my favorite things to do because I get in front of a new audience, but I also get to bring you, my community, free events that you can attend and listen to different speakers for free and learn for free. And it's just a really nice opportunity for everyone involved. But one summit that I was in, which was a memoir specific summit, just sent me over some love notes that people leave from the different speakers. And which is so nice, like such a nice touch to just get to open like this little spreadsheet of nice things that people thought about my presentation. So such a lovely thing that I don't get from every single summit that I participate in. So I thought that was really nice. That was from the Dirty Messy Alive Summit, hosted by Janelle Hardy. And just wanted to give her a shout out because I think it's so nice that she collects feedback from the different attendees and sends them to the speakers. Because I don't get to hear often whenever it's like a pre-recorded summit. You know, it's not like live feedback where people are saying like that was helpful, things like that. It's pre-recorded. And so it's really nice to see written feedback from people. So that made my day.
Say hi to the vlog.
So I kind of launched the signed bookshop and then haven't updated you on anything, but I've made 5 sales. Yay! It's so exciting just because I didn't really launch it properly and just wanted to get it done and live this month. And I also know that I'm a little bit early. I try to encourage my club members to be early too when it comes to positioning your books as gifts. And, you know, this is an early time to be buying holiday gifts. So a lot of people aren't in the mindset yet, but we're preparing them to be. So I'm sure more will come in November, but to be at the end of October and launch signed books without any sort of positioning, I'm pretty happy with 5 orders so far. So I'm excited to pack those up and send them out tomorrow. And yeah, it's already 4 p.m. I'm going to go ahead and write for a half hour before it's the end of the day. We have some weekend plans. We are going to a hockey game tonight, which is fun with my husband's work. And then I'm going hiking with some friends tomorrow. So I'll show you some clips and things that I get from this weekend. But this has been just a few days of work in my life. I kind of have failed to vlog most of today, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed spending a few days with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.